Diogenes of Sinope. Born about 412 BC in the Ionian Black Sea colony of Sinope, Diogenes was a founder of Cynic philosophy and by far the most famous of the Cynics, ascetics, who believed that the purpose of life was to live naturally and virtuously, shunning power, fame, and wealth, indeed all material possessions. Perhaps a student of the orator and friend of Socrates, Antisthenes, circa 441 to 366 BC, Diogenes philosophized but may have written none of it down. At least nothing of his work survives. He is known only through stories that depict him as debating, variously, the likes of Alexander the Great and Plato. It is believed that Diogenes fled or was exiled from his native Sinope after having defaced some of the colony's coinage. He took refuge in Athens, where, in the most famous story concerning him, he took up residence in a pithos, or tub. Plato famously characterized the philosophy of Diogenes as the work of a Socrates gone mad. He was notoriously scornful of all convention, was ashamed of nothing, and believed that his shamelessness was in harmony with both nature and reason. He scoffed at accusations of his being a madman by pointing out that if a person walked about with his middle finger extended, he would be called mad. If, however, he extended his little finger, no one would think anything of it. It was all a matter of convention to which people were unnaturally wedded. Diogenes believed that reason should guide all conduct. Otherwise, one would be reduced to a level of an animal in need of a leash. He was harshly critical of Plato and famously mocked his definition of a human being as an animal that stood on two legs and lacked feathers. He rebutted this definition by plucking a chicken and displaying it as Plato's human being. He was equally harsh on Platonic ethics, which he dismissed as mere theory. Diogenes, in contrast, was said to have walked about in daylight with a lamp, proclaiming that he was in search of a human being, by which he meant a being who acted in accordance with reason and was thus virtuous. Reportedly, Diogenes died in Corinth about 323 BC when he would have been in his late 80s or early 90s.
Are you a philosophy student, or just have a general interest in philosophy? Since ancient times, brilliant philosophical teachings and dialogues taught by great luminous minds have deeply elevated the way we think and live. The Complete Philosophy Primer is a comprehensive, organized, easy-to-read, and all-encompassing guide specifically written for students in their first college-level philosophy course, as well as anyone with an interest in philosophy. With this jam-packed philosophical guide, you will optimize your knowledge in philosophy, logic, ethics, its history, and branches. Learn philosophical concepts, term definitions, and biographies. Find lists of essential books, films, blogs, websites, and other resources. Improve your writing skills. Learn how to argue effectively. And most of all, learn how to be a better student. Order your copy today to philosophize your mind and illuminate your wisdom.